So Vesco Kozarov in his rear-end racing machine gets that white flag as he heads up to turn number 1, but we're watching this battle for second. It still is a podium spot for Johan, but he likes to move over to the right side of that podium instead of the left side, trying to make the move here, going to swing wide, look for that over-under, but Tony just does such a good job of putting that Z where it needs to be, Cal.
Yeah, he can hold the middle of the road, and he's not braking too late, so he's doing a really nice job of controlling his line and his pace. He's keeping Johan at bay, but will Schwartz have something up his sleeve and surprise him, like his crew chief says, over this final lap?
Well, Tony Rivera, that was the biggest gap he's had entering the S's, and Johan starting to close the gap down here on the end of the S's. We'll have to see if he's got anything, 1 or 2 braking zones maybe to try to get it done down there in turn 11 and 12.
Yeah, you gotta, I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough here, if he can make a move. Oh, he gets a good run through there. He's really close. He could be in the prime spot. Rivera will have to defend here as Johan makes the move to the inside. Rivera can't close the door now. Johan has already made his mark. Just got to set him up. Maybe he can make a move through the stadium section when you get down in that turn 15 area and surprise him, but keeping it clean so far.
Matt Travis, that number 26 classic BMW, really had nothing for the second and third place cars, but these guys get side by side here with the last few corners. He might be able to make a move as Johan goes down to the inside.
Yeah, he's not really close enough. I think he's just trying to disrupt and get Tony to make a little mistake here, make him lose his focus, but right now he's keeping it really controlled. Superb drive here by Tony Rivera, keeping Johan Schwartz behind him. Final few corners. I think if Schwartz is going to do it, he's going to have to try and do it into 15. Can he get close enough to make the move and surprise Tony Rivera?
Oh,
can he cut back in there? Yes, he does. He plows down to the inside. Can he keep the front end on that BMW? Rivera comes back at him. He'd been thinking about that, Jeff, I feel. Now he's got that inside line. That BMW can really tuck in, but Rivera takes the line away from him.
Wow, what a superb pass. Just put his foot down, stayed on the outside in that combo. Here, Johan going to look to see if he can swing back around through turn number 19. Don't think he can make that happen. One last chance down to turn number 20. They're side by side.
Rivera takes it away from him. Good clean racing between these two guys.
Well, Vesco Kozarov going to get the win, but Tony Rivera able to hold off Johan Schwartz for second, and Johan into third. What a great race. It was all controlled by Vesco Kozarov in that rear-end racing 370Z, but what an epic battle. You see Rivera hands out the window. Those two drivers, a lot of respect and a lot of experience between them two, and that's how racing should be. Touring car, again and again, some of the best racing we see all weekend long.
Superb. Vesco was dominant this weekend, but behind him for those podium spots. I had a feeling that Johan was just going to wait and just try and surprise him, but he had to overcommit down there, couldn't quite get the front end tucked. Tony Rivera used his experience and racing savvy there to respond and hang on to that runner-up position. Great stuff.
Probably the only time he held it flat out through that outside corner too, and you're either going to get it or you're going to lose it right there, but good job for him to get that second place and hold off Johan Schwartz. As Johan, we saw that yesterday, trying to battle there, just didn't quite have enough to get it done.
Still a big weekend for him. 4th place and a 3rd place finish for Johan Schwartz. Good points, but this man dominated.